I stared at the email glowing on my laptop screen, sitting alone in my private office on the 58th floor of Hudson Square Tower in New York City. Rain streaked across the glass walls, blurring the lights of the city into watercolor streaks, yellow taxis, neon store signs, street lights glowing like embers in the damp evening. My assistant had left hours ago. The building was quiet. Most people assumed CEOs went home early to sleep in penthouses or dine at exclusive restaurants. The reality was lonelier, especially when you were hiding what I was hiding. The email was from my mother. "We need to talk. The house will be gone by the end of the month. Your father can't keep up anymore. I don't know what to do." I leaned back in my chair, exhaling slowly. The Italian leather creaked under me. On the wall in front of me, a framed newspaper headline read, "Sienna Caldwell, CEO of SkyShield Cybersecurity, youngest woman to lead a Fortune 200 company." But to my family, I was still the kid who played video games and wasted her degree. To them, I was the daughter who could never hold a real job. The one who ate instant noodles in a tiny apartment. The one who was always trying something with computers. They thought I lived an average life because I let them believe that. They believed my father was the financial backbone of our family. They believed my mother managed everything. They believed my brother, their golden child, was the success story. No one suspected that for the last 6 years, I had been quietly paying their mortgage, their medical bills, my brother's law school tuition, their retirement accounts, all through anonymous trusts, shell LLCs, and indirect transfers I routed carefully to avoid questions. I didn't do it because of shame. I did it because of experience. The last time I told my family I was building something big, I was 22, fresh out of MIT. I remember the conversation at the dinner table like it was tattooed in my memory. "Cybersecurity? That's not a business. That's a hobby," my father had said, shaking his head. "No one pays for that unless you work for the government," my mother added. My brother smirked. "Just get a real job like everyone else." So I learned something that day. Some dreams should grow in silence. And mine did. SkyShield started in a coffee shop as a 2-person project. Today, we protected federal agencies, 38 major banks, 4 social media platforms, and over 200 million users' data every single day. That irony was almost amusing. My phone buzzed. Mom calling. I hesitated a long moment before answering. "Hi, Mom." Her voice trembled. "Sienna, your father had to close the repair shop. The bank is seizing the house. We tried everything. I didn't want to bother you, but..." "I know," I said softly. "I saw the foreclosure notice." "You knew?" she whispered. "I make sure I see everything." A beat of silence. "Sienna, do you have something to tell us?" "Not yet. Not like this. Not over the phone." My childhood house felt smaller than I remembered. Or maybe I just felt bigger now, not in ego, but in awareness. My father sat at the kitchen table, hands wrapped around a chipped coffee mug. His shoulders were stiff, his eyes hollow with shame. "I should have protected this family," he said without looking at me. "Instead, I failed." I sat down across from him. "Dad, you didn't fail. The economy." "Don't feed me excuses," he snapped. "Your brother's doing well. Your sister's doing well. You're the only one still struggling. I should have taken better care of you too." I looked at him, really looked at him. He truly believed that. He truly believed I was broke. Because I let him believe it. My brother walked in next, wearing a tailored suit and the self-satisfaction that came with being the celebrated one. "You made it," he said, giving me the kind of half-hug reserved for distant acquaintances. "Listen, about the house, I can chip in a little, but not much. I have investments, and I know you can't really do anything, but don't worry." He patted my shoulder. "I'll figure something out." The audacity almost made me laugh. My sister came in last, arms folded. She said nothing, but the way she looked at me said everything. Useless, dependent, burden. My mother cleared her throat. "So Sienna, what have you been doing lately?" They wanted the script. They wanted me to say I was fine. They wanted to believe their version of me. But I was tired of performing a character I never agreed to play. So I pulled my laptop from my bag and typed in a website address, skyshieldcorporate.com. The homepage loaded. My father squinted. "What's this?" I clicked leadership. My picture filled the screen. My name. My title. My company. CEO. My brother blinked. "Wait, is this?" "Yes," I said. "It's my company." "But you fix computers," my sister stammered. "I build systems nations rely on," I corrected calmly. My mother looked like she had forgotten how to breathe. My father leaned back slowly. "You mean, all this time?" I nodded. "I didn't tell you, because when I tried before, none of you believed in me, and I needed to believe in myself." No one spoke. I continued. "The house isn't being repossessed. I bought the deed last month. It's already paid off. The repair shop loan has been cleared. Your medical bills are covered. The retirement accounts are secure." My mother's eyes filled with tears. My father covered his face with his hands. My brother lowered his gaze, pride crumpling. My sister just whispered, "Why didn't you say anything?" I swallowed. Because I wanted love that wasn't measured in money. I wanted family, not followers. I wanted support, not spectators. My father stood and walked to me slow, unsteady, and placed his hands on my shoulders. "I see you now," he said, voice breaking. "I'm sorry it took this long." For the first time in a decade, I believed him. 3 months later, Sky Shield went public. I stood on the NYSE balcony, cameras flashing, confetti falling, reporters shouting my name. My family stood beside me, not because they needed anything, but because now they saw me. They respected me. They believed in me. My father squeezed my hand as the opening bell rang. "To Sienna," he whispered, voice thick with pride. "The one we underestimated and will never underestimate again." And when Sky Shield's valuation hit $11.3 billion that day, I didn't feel triumphant. I felt free. Sometimes the people closest to you can't see your worth. So build quietly, succeed loudly, and let the truth speak for itself.